and welcome. This is The Shipper. On today's episode, we spotlight a renewed drive to strengthen regional trade and support small-scale exporters. Nigerian Shippers Council, in collaboration with GIZ, adopts an innovative approach using film storytelling and stakeholder dialogue under the Trade Now initiative to educate cross-border traders. We will also bring you highlights from our supervising authority, Federal Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy, and of course, our tidbit segments featuring happenings across the local and international maritime space. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this short break.
For more than 5 decades, we have empowered and protected the interests of shippers in the nation's maritime industry. Our focus is to facilitate trade, regulate tariffs and rates, as well as handle shippers' complaints on cargo losses, damage and non-delivery. We offer dispute resolution mechanism for shipping and trade disputes between shippers and service providers. We are Nigerian Shippers Council, Nigeria's port economic regulator, your gateway to a thriving maritime sector. Nigerian Shippers Council will meet you at the port of your need.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is The Shipper, your trusted hub for maritime updates, proudly brought to you by Nigerian Shippers Council, the nation's port economic regulator. I am Victoria Yavala. For many traders operating along Nigeria's land borders, exporting goods can be a journey filled with uncertainty, multiple checkpoints, unofficial charges, incomplete documentation, and sometimes avoidable losses. Small-scale traders, especially those dealing in agricultural produce, often struggle not because they lack products, but because they lack the right information. To address this challenge, Nigerian Shippers Council adopted a unique strategy, which is storytelling through film, followed by an interactive engagement with regulatory agencies. This is more than a movie screening. It is a trade education intervention designed to inform, guide, and protect traders using relatable documentary experiences and direct dialogue with authorities. The film showcases real cross-border trading experiences, explaining approved procedures, documentation requirements, and available support channels. The goal is simple: to help traders understand what is required, what is lawful, and where to seek help when challenges arise at the borders. The report, compiled by our correspondent and presented by Lucy Yambi, contains details of the initiative, which forms part of the ongoing effort to integrate informal trade into Nigeria's formal export economy.
The program, which held in Badagry, Lagos, themed Empowering Cross-Border Traders through the Trade Information Desk and Border Information Center, focused on supporting agricultural exporters through the Trade Information Desk (TID) and Border Information Center (BIC) platforms. Its aim was to provide guidance, reduce exploitation, and promote lawful trade across West African borders. By taking information directly to trading communities, the initiative aims to reduce cargo seizures, eliminate illegal charges, and encourage compliance with approved export procedures. Speaking virtually at the event, the Executive Secretary and Chief Executive Officer of Nigerian Shippers Council, Dr. Pius Akuta, MON, said that as Nigeria's port economic regulator, Nigerian Shippers Council is mandated to protect shippers' interests and ensure efficient cargo movement across the supply chain, including land borders.
We are encouraging all of you to start using that BIC for greater trade facilitation within that trade corridor. I want to thank the German government for the assistance they have given to us. It is our commitment at the Shippers Council that will continue this partnership for the benefit of the people within this trade corridor. I want to thank you and encourage you in the use of this facility, and also urge you to continue your trade facilitation efforts. A call the part against for a greater and bigger event. We have more stakeholders we invited to that event. We share ideas on what to do in that trade corridor to improve our trade problems.
The Director, Consumer Affairs Department, Mrs. Ife Okolwe, described border information centers as catalysts for economic growth, noting that they provide structured platforms that enhance transparency, offer guidance and support dispute resolution for cross-border traders.
Beyond the establishment of border information centers at Nigeria's official border crossings, the Council has undertaken several complementary initiatives to strengthen trade facilitation and logistics efficiency. The promotion of inland dry ports to bring shipping services closer to shippers and to facilitate transit trade to land-linked neighboring countries such as Niger, Chad, and Mali. The Kaduna, Dala, and Funtua inland dry ports are operational, and we encourage stakeholders to take advantage of these facilities in the movement of their cargo from the port of origin to destination. The promotion of vehicle transit areas to provide safe resting facilities for truck drivers and access to essential auxiliary services, thereby improving safety and corridor efficiency.
The Director of Trade, ECOWAS Commission, Mr. Kolawole Shofola, who was represented by Sarah Akpofure, stressed the importance of sensitization campaigns to improve traders' understanding of documentation requirements, best practices, and dispute resolution mechanisms.
We have faced low levels of interregional trade because non-tariff barriers have persisted. These non-tariff barriers include the lack of proper and timely information on cross-border trade procedures, on customs procedures, immigration procedures, and transit procedures. It also contains administrative bottlenecks, limited access to formal support systems as well. It majorly affects thousands of our small-scale cross-border traders, many of whom are women and youth. And their trade goes largely unrecorded, but is nonetheless, as we heard earlier, it's a very significant amount of the trade that we do within the region, even though it is not recorded in formal trade statistics. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, at ECOWAS, we have taken steps to address these gaps. We have set up a regional trade facilitation committee, which is made up of several representatives from the ministries responsible for trade, customs administration, and also the private sector. And they meet together to discuss on how they can improve transparency and clear provisions within the region.
In a keynote address delivered on behalf of the Comptroller General of Nigeria Customs Service, Bashir Adewale Adeniyi, the Customs Area Controller, Seme Area Command, Wale Adenuga, noted that Customs continues to work in synergy with Nigerian Shippers Council and other agencies to promote lawful businesses' activities and improve access for traders operating at the borders.
We will give you adequate information and adequate support in as much you want to engage in legitimate trade. We don't tolerate illegitimate trade. To buy customs lane, you have goods that are going to Benin and it's legitimate. Within 48 hours, the good is out. And we did something better. We held a stakeholders meeting with the Beninois douane, with their police. We sat down with them, with the customs on one side, they quarantine Nigeria Mr. Adeko will tell you, we have a strong synergy of all the security agencies in Seme border. We speak with one voice. What I'm saying here is what Mr. Adeko will say. The brigade commander of the army of what is going to Seme is what I'm saying that he will say, because we speak with one voice.
At a technical session, the officer in charge of Seme Krake border, Mr. Adeko Ayodele, applauded the Council Customs relationship in facilitating cross-border trade.
We have always meet with other associations, especially Farmers Association, Market Association, meet with their people to tell them in case there is any issues they are facing, they should let us know, that we can always make sure that they have a free, fair, inch-free movement of their goods, which makes sure that their cost of carrying those goods drastically reduced, and make sure that they get it done faster. Like he said, there is no way, at least in this border town now and this Badagry, that if a trader should be able to let us know that you have an issue with any agency that I cannot walk into. If I have any problem, if I call him, he will call the head of that other agencies. But with what we have established between ourselves, we will be able to make sure that if anyone head of agency calls you for a particular thing, that head of agencies will rise to it.
In an interview with the shipper, Mrs. Ife Okolwe said that the program created more awareness of the Border Information Center for cross-border traders at the border.
We know that the cross-border traders, as you heard, most of them, when they have problems, they don't know who to consult. They don't know where to go. They don't know where to get information, especially in respect of documentation for their import-export, So Shippers Council, being trade facilitator and the port economic regulator in the port, and we promote the efficiency, we promote cost effectiveness in the port and competitiveness. We protect and defend the interests of the Nigerian shippers who are importers and exporters. We felt that there's need for us, to come to the assistance of our shippers that ply this corridor, So we decided to have an office here in order to assist them, with the challenges that they encounter in the course of moving their cargo from Nigeria to other West African countries.
The Deputy Director, Trade Services Division, Adora Wonu, spoke on the importance of BIC at the border.
The essence of the BIC is so that issues, complaints, bottlenecks experienced by the operators can be addressed real time on the spot. That is the essence, and that is very crucial in cross-border trade. The speed, the time taken to resolve issues. Even the government now, federal government has a policy of maximum 72 hours. So that's for you to know that it's important how long the redress system takes. So that is why here, the issues are brought here in real time and are resolved in real time. Why? Because this facility has the complements. It's located within the joint border post, which means it has the complements of other regulatory agencies. So immigration is here, the quarantine service is here, the customs service is here, the port health is here. So all those agencies that have a role to play in the smooth movement of those goods, they're all here. So where there are issues, the border officer is able to take it up with these agencies and resolve the issues on the spot. That's the essence.
Other participants also spoke with the shipper. Through this program, the Council seeks to formalize small-scale export activities and build confidence between traders and government agencies. The GIZ, on its part, provides technical and developmental support aimed at strengthening regional trade systems, improving transparency, and promoting inclusive economic participation within border communities.
The Trade Now initiative highlights a growing understanding that empowering grassroots traders is key to seamless trade facilitation, because when traders understand the system, borders become gateways and not barriers to economic prosperity. The Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, His Excellency Adegboyega Oyetola, CON, has received the newly appointed Inspector General of Police, Tunji Disu, in Abuja, with both leaders committing to closer collaboration to enhance security within Nigeria's maritime domain. Oyetola congratulated the police chief on his appointment, expressing confidence in his leadership and noting that a secure maritime environment is essential to economic growth and investment. In response, the IGP assured that the Nigerian police force would continue to support strategic sectors, including maritime operations, through intelligence-led policing and coordinated enforcement. Discussions focused on strengthening joint operations across coastal and inland waterways, improving surveillance, and protecting critical infrastructure. Both leaders emphasized that interagency cooperation is key to unlocking the full potential of the blue economy, and agreed to sustain regular dialogue and operational coordination to keep Nigeria's waters safe and secure. Now, let's join Maria Uwekule on our Tidbit segment.
Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of Tidbits on the Shipper. I'm Maria Uwekule, here to keep you informed and up to speed with the latest developments and key updates shaping the maritime sector. Stay with us as we navigate the highlights and bring you stories making waves in the industry. Let's get started. The Nigerian Shippers Council has once again demonstrated its unwavering commitment to corporate social responsibility and community development through a significant donation to General Hospital Apapa, Lagos. As part of its ongoing efforts to create healthy relationships within its host communities, the council donated a specialized adjustable dental chair to the hospital's dental units to improve oral health care services. The equipment was presented by a delegation led by the Director Special Duties Department, Mr. Moses Abere, on behalf of the Executive Secretary CEO of the Council, Dr. Pius Akuta MON. Speaking during the presentation, Mr. Abere reiterated the Council's commitment to supporting initiatives that directly improve the well-being of Nigerians. He noted that the access to quality healthcare services remains a critical component of sustainable community development, and the Council is proud to contribute to strengthening medical infrastructure in areas where it operates. The newly donated dental chair is designed to provide improved comfort for patients and enhance the efficiency and effectiveness of dental procedures. With its adjustable and specialized features, the equipment will enable dental practitioners at the hospital to deliver better care, reduce procedural strain, and ensure a more positive treatment experience for patients. Receiving the equipment on behalf of the hospital, the Medical Director CEO of General Hospital Apapa, Dr. Latifat Agbaje, expressed deep appreciation to the Nigerian Shippers Council and described the gesture as timely, adding that it would significantly strengthen the hospital's dental units and improve access to care for the residents of Apapa and neighboring areas. She added that the intervention will help expand treatment capacity and shorten waiting times for patients requiring dental attention. The gesture emphasizes the Nigerian Shippers Council's long-standing tradition of supporting host communities through impactful corporate social responsibility initiatives. Beyond its statutory mandate in regulating and promoting efficiency in the maritime sector, the Council continues to demonstrate that sustainable development goes hand in hand with social investment. The donation to General Hospital Apapa stands as a testament to the Council's dedication to making a positive, lasting impact on the lives of Nigerians while strengthening partnerships with key institutions within its operational environment. We continue to urge stakeholders in the maritime industry to visit the Council's website on www.shipperscouncil.gov.ng for more information on our services or to report any complaints. We encourage you to follow our social media pages at NG Shippers on Facebook, Instagram, X and YouTube for more of our latest events, updates and information. Let's now check our complaints register for the week. Seven complaints were received, 3 were resolved and 4 are still ongoing. The types of complaints include withheld container, damaged container, abuse of maritime service license, container blockage, refusal to accept empty containers, withheld shipments, refusal to issue invoice. And now, global maritime news. China's domestic cruise market is going through major changes as it tries to grow, but it faces political pressure and strong competition. Like Western cruise markets in their early years, it is struggling to move from a niche business into a stable, large-scale vacation industry. Blue Dream Cruises suspended operations after its ship, Blue Dream Melody, was detained in a payment dispute with a fuel supplier. Rising tensions between China and Japan sharply reduced Chinese tourism to Japan, and authorities reportedly discouraged Japan sailings. The company shifted to Korea and Vietnam, but demand was weak and it ultimately halted operations and issued refunds. Blue Dream, launched by a regional tourism group, operated second-hand ships previously owned by European cruise brands. Although it experienced early post-pandemic success, high operating costs, reliance on a single ship, and limited cruise distribution channels in China made it difficult to compete. Reports suggested that the ship might be sold for operations in Russia's Far East, but nothing materialized. At the same time, major Chinese cruise brands are consolidating under larger holding companies, while some smaller operators are being absorbed or moving ships overseas. Overall, the market is tightening, with single ship operators struggling and larger groups strengthening their positions as limited international competition returns. And that's it on this week's Tidbits.
For more than 5 decades, we have empowered and protected the interests of shippers in the nation's maritime industry. Our focus is to facilitate trade, regulate tariffs and rates, as well as handle shippers' complaints on cargo losses, damage and non-delivery. We offer dispute resolution mechanism for shipping and trade disputes between shippers and service providers. We are Nigerian Shippers Council, Nigeria's port economic regulator, your gateway to a thriving maritime sector. Nigerian Shippers Council will meet you at the port of your need.
We've seen how strategic collaboration, practical education, and direct engagement with stakeholders are helping to transform cross-border trade from uncertainty and informal practices to structured, transparent, and profitable business activity. Thank you for being part of the conversation on efficient shipping, safer trade, and more inclusive export economy. I am Victoria Yavala. Join us again next time for more insights into Nigeria's maritime sector. We'd also love to hear from you, so share your comments, suggestions, and inquiries with us at NG Shippers. Have a great week.